Hi. So as many of you may know, I am currently in Arizona right now, and I had the honor of meeting up with Abigail Ann. She's a writer, YouTuber, and entrepreneur friend of mine. So in this video, we're answering questions that you asked on Instagram about entrepreneurship, and in her video, we answered some questions about writing. So definitely check out her video collab thing as well.
Welcome.
Is it bright enough?
Looks bright to me. I don't know, I'm pretty pale though.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm here with
Abbie
Ann. Today we're going to be answering some questions on Instagram.
Basically, how to make millions of dollars in 1 week with 3 simple tips.
Okay, let's get started.
Subscribe, smash like, and comment down below your favorite animal. I would try and be persistent without being annoying. The reason that you're posting things is to inform your audience, but also to kind of engage them. So you don't want it to be too like sales pitchy, like, hey, buy my merch or whatever it is I'm selling and, you know, post it on Instagram. That's not gonna work. I think you should try and be like, hey, first 3 like that buy this or post this gets to like have an exclusive talk with you, or maybe you DM them and have more of a personal connection. But I feel like when you're super persistent, it gets super annoying and you kind of defeat the purpose of why you're marketing in the first place.
I feel like it's also good to focus on not just what you create and what you're trying to sell, but you as a person as well, so that people can get to know you, because people don't just buy things, they buy things from people.
This is kind of difficult for me just because so much of who I am and my identity is based on, like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a content creator, I'm a writer, but I also think just getting friends who are out of the space for a little bit. Like my friends back home, they like social media, but it's more for entertainment purposes only, so they're not really trying to grow on social media, or like they don't make videos. So I think it's always nice to have people in the industry that you can trust and talk to. But I also think, you know, just taking a break and, you know, having fun and going out and not thinking about creating content the whole time, I think is also like a super helpful balance.
It's really nice to meet people online who have similar interests, but also it's nice to have a group of people who aren't particularly involved in the same stuff that you're doing for work. Kind of, I guess, that coworker versus personal life balance, but applied to entrepreneurship.
I like that.
Oh man.
All of them. I would definitely just not put so much pressure on like numbers, money, stuff like that, because it's going to be super unfulfilling. When I first started my small business, I probably didn't make a profit until like 4 or 5 months afterward, just with the, you know, marketing, website, products, all of that, and also influencer marketing. Definitely just don't think that you're going to be super successful in like the first 5 months.
Yeah, sales is a really tricky one because it's easy to underestimate how much work it actually takes to market a product, or even just get subscribers. It's easy to think that you're going to reach a certain amount by a specific date, but it's just so unpredictable. So just go easier on yourself with your expectations when it comes to the numbers, whether it's sales, subscribers, followers, all of that. Creativity is something that's sort of ingrained in me, and I'm always having creative ideas flowing through my mind, but the challenging part is actually executing those ideas. Staying creative isn't really the problem. I think the problem is actually taking action and not being lazy and actually turning those ideas into something that's real.
I have to agree. I think there's always a little bit of creativity in everyone. It's just, you know, how you choose to highlight it. But for me, I think it's just getting caught up in, again, like the numbers or the logistics of everything, to the point where you kind of forget like that this is a human thing. Starting conversations and making content, that's very humanistic. And I think, you know, when you think of it as more of a job, it can sometimes take away from that personality. And I think that can kind of diminish your creativity if you're only focusing on that.
I think it's okay if you turn your creative passion into a job, but it's important to hold on to the fact that it is a hobby still, even if you are making money from it.
I think just seeing the positive feedback. I don't really get a lot of negative comments, but I also sometimes think no comment can be concerning in some ways, just because it's like, am I making enough impact for people to actually resonate with the brand? But when I see people post on their Instagram stories that they're wearing my jewelry or they bought it for their friends or something like that, I think it's super, super rewarding.
It's definitely, I would say, the response that keeps me going as well. I could be having a really bad day, but then I see somebody reposting my book, and it's really motivating and keeps me going because I want to put another book out there too.
When you love something so much and then, your response or your intention is just to do it for yourself, and then you see other people are enjoying it too, I think that can be super motivating as well, just to have that kind of response. He likes it too.
Yeah, lots of birds out here.
Definitely. I mean, Mel's one of my friends that's always there for me whenever I need to, talk about stuff that I can't really talk about with other people. One of my close friends, Jaden, she's a model for my jewelry brand, Honeydew Jewelry, and so that's been really helpful too, is just having that kind of support where it's like if I come out with a new product, I don't have to worry about outreaching for specific models because I know she'll always be down to try out some new products or something like that. And also just my mom, she buys every single one of my new products and constantly tells me what kind of jewelry I should make. So that's also super helpful too for keeping me creative.
My friends have definitely supported me a lot too. Online friends like Abbie and people who are doing similar stuff to what I'm doing, but also my friends who don't really get involved with online brands and business type stuff, but they're still, they'll film videos with me. It's really cool that they support me even if they're not exactly doing something similar.
And I think with those kind of friends too, it's always nice to have a constant hype man.
Yeah.
If you're taking pictures or shooting something and you're just an introvert or not very comfortable, it's always nice to have that one outgoing friend that's just yeah, go, supporting you. And that's also super helpful too if you're very internalized and quiet. Oh man, well I don't pull all-nighters like someone, but I work probably 4 hours a day, average. I really try and have some personal time at the end of the night, just because I really want to separate work from personal, and I also go to school for 7 hours a day.
And it's nice that you're making time aside just for yourself, where you're not focused and stuff. I've been a little bit conflicted because everything that I do, I love so much that it's what I would do in my personal time. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm just working all the time because it's stuff I enjoy, which is good, but I'm also trying to work on projects that aren't necessarily things I'm going to share on YouTube or Instagram, and things that are just for me and me alone, because I think it's nice to have a project that you're doing just for you. I think it's been very organic for me. I started off on YouTube just completely for fun, mostly for myself and my family to enjoy. And then I started to post about writing and some other aspects of my life, and I realized at that point that I actually liked sharing stuff with more people than just me and my close circle. But I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going with my audience and what type of content I'm going to put out. So it hasn't really been something intentional for me.
I got my audience because I work in influencer marketing, so I do get a lot of shout outs and stuff, and I feel because at the beginning of when I started my YouTube and stuff, a lot of people were sharing it that had audiences. I kind of attracted their kind of audience, and over time they've dwindled off, and I've gained original audience members because I just try and be myself on camera and make people laugh and make myself laugh, and so I think that's what my audience is there for. It's a very gray area for me still. I would have to agree, I don't really know where I'm going, and I don't really know what to do now, but I know the people that I have are always going to be supportive, and I think that's what matters most.
And I like what you said about just being yourself on camera too, because I feel like just you and your personality is almost stronger than the type of content you're making itself. There's some channels that I watch who make content that I don't even care what the content is. They're just so cool, so I watch them anyway. I feel like the content that you make, there's a really large emphasis on it, but you shouldn't stress about it too much in the end.
If I go on a sketch website, even if they have 10 out of 10 great products, I won't buy just because I think it's kind of iffy and I don't really trust it. So I think how your website looks has a lot to do with brand trust. if the money that you're spending is for good quality photos or organization or just platform in general, I would say invest what you can. Don't spend tons of money, don't spend all of your money on a website. Usually what I do is I just take my own pictures, I set up my own website, so I do everything for completely free. And so if it takes some money to make it look very nice and make an impression, I would say go for it, but there's definitely ways that you can do it for free.
If you have the money to spend on website design, then go for it, but budget accordingly to what you need. And jeez, the bird just flew into the table.
Oh no.
But at the same time, there's a lot of free alternatives that will just take more time on your part to reach that same professional quality. So I feel like it's kind of a balance of you put more money into it, less time investment on your part. But if you don't have that much money, you can still make it work. It's just going to take more time. That bird is... Thank you so much for watching this video. Please go follow Abbie on her social media accounts. I'll have them all linked in the description below.
Bye!
Please, if you're a writer, go check out the video that Abbie made on her channel. Also, I have a huge announcement coming May 15th. If you missed my last video, it's big and it's related to my book. So please be here on YouTube because I'm really looking forward to sharing the news with you guys. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.